This audiovisual production is based on the book Rewilded, Saving the South China Tiger by Li Quan, published by Beijing Publishers, part of the Beijing Publishing Group. A few words about this book. By Li Quan, author and founding director of China Tiger Revival. The tiger is widely regarded as the undisputed king of beasts. In ancient China, many mythical creatures were associated with good fortune, such as dragons and phoenixes. Yet, the only real animal that achieved totemic status was the tiger. From children's hats to the military tiger tallies used to command troops, from countless Chinese names for both people and places to idioms and proverbs, tigers are deeply woven into the fabric of Chinese life, embodying the very essence of Chinese culture. Tigers evolved from ancient big cats native to China. Of the 9 tiger subspecies that exist today, all trace their lineage to the Chinese tiger, specifically the South China tiger. However, within just a few short decades, the South China tiger nearly vanished from the wild. Only a few dozen remained, confined to zoos. The situation was dire. Their numbers dwindled, their physical condition worsened, and their ability to reproduce sharply declined. This majestic creature, beloved and revered by the Chinese people for centuries, had taken over 2 million years to evolve into the stunning animal we know today. Yet, it was on the brink of disappearing forever within just 20 years. Urgent action was needed to prevent the extinction of the South China tiger. Born in the Chinese Year of the Tiger, I have always felt a deep connection to this magnificent animal. After graduating from Beijing University, I pursued further studies at the Wharton School and the Lauder Institute at the University of Pennsylvania. Later, I built a career in the fashion industry, working with brands such as Benetton and Gucci. But throughout it all, the tiger remained close to my heart. When international wildlife organizations declared that the remaining South China tigers were no longer viable and the species was doomed to extinction, I knew I had to act. I traded the comforts of city life for the untamed savannas of South Africa. The idea was simple. If the tigers in zoos were doomed, why not give them a chance to rewild in the wild? And if China wasn't ready yet for such an initiative, why not start somewhere that could reignite their natural instincts? South Africa, with its vast landscapes and expertise in wildlife management, seemed the perfect choice. My hope was that one day, these rewilded tigers could return to China, paving the way for the country's own conservation efforts and rescuing the South China tiger from extinction. The plan faced heavy criticism and even ridicule. Still, Chinese conservation authorities decided to give it a chance. 5 tigers were relocated from cramped zoo enclosures in China to a large reserve in South Africa, despite immense pressure from all sides. On September 2, 2003, history was made. The first 2 South China tiger cubs, Hope and Cathay, arrived in South Africa and set foot on the unfamiliar African soil. Rewilding these tigers proved to be a challenging endeavor. Hardly a day passed without some form of crisis. Yet, despite the odds, the results spoke for themselves. The first South China tiger cubs born outside China, Hulu and Hua, were healthy and strong, followed by many more. Numerous visionary ecologists, conservationists, and scientists joined the effort, offering invaluable expertise and support. This book, written in 2010, The Chinese Year of the Tiger, commemorates my 10-year journey along this path and serves as a token of gratitude to our supporters and believers. It offers a glimpse into this once controversial experiment. I am now making this out-of-print book available for tiger lovers around the world, so they can learn about the lives and legacies of the precious tigers who paved the way for future generations. Although I am no longer involved with the South African aspect of this initiative, I am heartened to see international organizations adopting the feline rewilding model as a viable conservation method. Over the years, China has also established its own successful South China tiger rewilding programs. Today, more than 240 South China tigers thrive in natural areas and zoos across the country.
The South China tiger is the oldest species alive today. It is considered to be the one that all modern tigers are descended from. It is, however, one of the most endangered and close to extinction. Here's a question. Between 1900 and 1960, what percentage of the South China tiger did we lose? Was it 25%, 50%, or 75%? The correct answer is in fact 90%. From 40,000, the number plummeted to 4,000. Let's think about all tigers though. In the last century, what percentage of all species of wild tigers have survived? Is it 35%, 20%, or 15%? The correct answer is in fact 3%. From 100,000 wild tigers, it is estimated that just 3,000 survive today. And what do you think is the most critical issue facing the tiger today? Is it game hunting, illegal poaching, or Chinese medicine? It's actually none of these, but human encroachment and habitat destruction. Finally, ask yourself this. How much more desperate does the situation have to get before something is done to save tigers from extinction?
I would like now to say a few words about the organization of this book. Throughout the project, we maintained meticulous records of every aspect of the taiga's lives, daily diaries, weekly summaries, photographs, behavior patterns, and more. I personally kept a journal documenting major events, as well as each period I spent in South Africa with the tigers. This book is essentially a photo documentary, divided into 7 chapters. Chapter 1. Arriving in Africa. Chapter 2. Rewilding. Chapter 3. Life in a wild place. Chapter 4. Romance. Chapter 5. Challenging births. Chapter 6. Cubs shenanigans. Chapter 7. Young hunters. The book concludes with a section titled, Wild Returns to China. Each chapter includes stories illustrated with photographs and captions, as well as one story told through an excerpt from my personal diary. Every page of the book will be presented in full, followed by individual photographs and their corresponding captions, accompanied by narration. This endeavor is being undertaken entirely on my own, so I welcome your feedback as I progress with this audiovisual project. Your comments will be invaluable in helping me improve. Now let's begin.